We are back, everybody, and Scott Rigsby joins us now, and he's a runner, he's an Ironman, he ran the Georgia Marathon yesterday, and he's a double amputee. Scott, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're so courageous. Just kind of sum up what happened to you.
Well, I was 21 years ago. I was just graduated from high school. I'm from Southwest Georgia. I was sitting on the back of a toolbox of a company truck. We were a landscaping job. We were pulling a flatbed trailer, big industrial lawnmowers on the back, and 18-year-old kids talking about girls, talking about going off to college. And we're driving on a two-lane road out in the middle of rural South Georgia, and an 18-wheeler actually tried to pass us on a no-passing zone, double yellow line, and a bridge, small bridge up ahead. Well, when he went to pass us from behind, he didn't really think there was going to be enough room on the bridge to actually pass us, so he moved over the yellow line, and when he did, that actually caused a collision, and I got knocked off, and I actually held on for a brief second, but we were going about 45 miles an hour. I couldn't hold on. My legs got caught in between our two trailer tires, and I literally dragged down the road over 328 feet on the pavement.
Oh, Scott, my goodness.
My best friend in the middle grabbed my other friend, or he would have actually been crushed between the side of the bridge and our truck, and then went to grab me, and so he started beating on the back of the cab of the truck to tell the driver to stop, and that's actually how our vehicle stopped. So when we got off my friends got off the back of the truck to go and see about me, and I was okay, but my right leg was 6,000 pounds was actually laying on my right leg. As the story goes, a long story short, is a tow truck driver came and lifted the weight off of me. They took me to the hospital.
Wow.
And actually I spent almost a year in Crawford Lung Hospital here getting rehabbed.
Wow. Scott, after the accident, we saw some pictures of you in the hospital there. What was going through your mind the first couple of days laying in the hospital?
Well, I'd like to say that I kind of have I had the starfish mentality. I went through all the stages, natural stages of grieving, but I kind of had the starfish mentality. I thought my legs were going to grow back. I was an athlete. I had run and played high school football, and I just kind of didn't think that, wow, this isn't going to stop me. I didn't think I was going to have 8 surgeries in 6 weeks, 17 in a year. But when I did, I had that first year behind me, and then I went off to college at Georgia. And then as a college student, you kind of forget about stuff like that. And then I had more surgeries, and then I had, over a course of 12 years, I had 25 surgeries, leading up to the final one to actually take off the left leg below the knee.
So we fast forward kind of from there to where you are today, and there's a lot in the middle there. You go from, I don't know if I'll ever be active again, to participating in marathons, Ironman competitions, and yesterday you were in the Georgia Marathon, the ING Georgia Marathon here. First of all, how does that happen? You decide to take part in these, and then let's talk about yesterday for a little bit as well. Sure.
Well, leaning into that, 1998, I had actually, they saved my left leg. That's where all the surgeries came in. And one of the things that happened is that I spent so much time in my life trying to save this left leg that I needed some advice on it. So I went to Dr. Scott Rigsby, the team physician for the Atlanta Falcons and Thrashers, and asked him what he thought. And he said, I really think that as well as you've done with the prosthetic leg on the right side, that you should consider taking off the other leg. So I had a surgery. It lasted about an hour. They took off my left leg below the knee, and then literally from the time that Dr. Rigsby took off my left leg, 6 weeks later, I was actually up and running, pretty much like you saw me today. And so I ran for several years. I was working different sales jobs, and then I just felt like that I had a greater purpose. I felt like that God saved me for a special purpose. And the fall of December 2005, I kept seeing so many of our soldiers coming back from the war, and I've just had this very uncanny gift to be able to balance and run on prosthetics. I mean, the first time I was given a set of running legs, I actually ran a 440. I mean, they put them on me, and I just ran around the track one time, and I was like, is it that easy?
The first time you put them on?
Yeah, the first time I put them on, and so I knew that I had some kind of gift there, and so I wanted to do something to really inspire our military men and women that have put themselves in harm's way to really be able to life's not over. I mean, because if you lose your legs, and being an athlete, you could take away your arms and legs, God forbid, but you're still going to be an athlete. You still